everybody. I'm so excited this week to be talking to you about wood movement. So wood movement is the warping and the twisting of the boards that we're going to use. So a lot of people will just go to the store, grab some wood, and think they can wham bam make a beautiful project. But the thing is that the couple things to remember with the wood movement is A, you need to acclimatize that wood. Make sure that it is getting used to your environment. Let it sit for a little while. It has to absorb that moisture and be able to let that moisture go in order for it to move and show you the movement, and then you can base your project around that. So you've watched a couple of videos, you've done your assignment for the week, so I'm going to do the create with you. A lot of times when we have warping and twisting of wood, we end up getting some leftovers that sometimes will just end up being firewood. But I love being able to use that warping and twisting wood for other areas or other projects that maybe we can use them for. So I've got some spruce, I've actually got an old fence board, we've got some pine, and we've got some plywood as well. Two things of an oak and a birch plywood. All of these pieces of wood twist, no matter what type of species or manufactured plywood you have, there is going to be some warpage. So what I'm going to be using today is just a piece of birch hardwood. It's not a hardwood, birch plywood, sorry. So I'm going to make some mountain bookends. Very, very easy, very simple. So follow me along, let's get going, and I'll show you how to make this. Hi there, a couple things before we start today. Please make sure that you are being safe in everything that you do. You are not using any tools or machinery without the supervision of your parents and the help of your parents or a guardian, someone that has already had the training. Also, if you're using stain, Varathane, anything of the sort, always remember to be using eye protection throughout all of this, but also when staining as well to avoid chemical splash within our eyes. So please make sure that you are being very, very safe. And if you have anything that you need to ask me within this video, please make sure that you are emailing me and I can help you along. I can help you and your parents along, guardians, whoever that is that wants to try out this project. Have fun and be safe. So right now I have my saw set at a 32-degree angle. I have my 5.5 out here. Now I'm going to match my blade to my 5.5, and then I'm going to be cutting on an angle in here. Now once I've cut an angle, I always like to take advantage of that angle. So I'm going to be making the bottom mountain. So there's essentially going to be two mountains that'll be the bookends. So our second mountain, our little one, is going to be measured from this edge in 6 inches. It's actually going to be a little bit bigger than our other mountain. So I'm going to line my saw up and I'm going to make that 32-degree angle cut here. Mountain. Now, because I have both ends that are at an angle like this, I'm going to set my miter to 0, and then I'm going to cut off an edge to work with. Set to 32 again, lock in place. So now I have 2 big mountains, 2 small mountains. Now I'm all of a sudden on to my finishing stages. So for the attaching part, there's a couple of different ways that we can do it. I personally am going to be using a nail gun. If you do not have a nail gun or you have not been trained in how to use a nail gun, I would ask that you do not do that. You can also use nails and hammer, or you can use some glue. If you are going to glue, make sure that after you glue, you have something on top of it to kind of be weighing it down for that pressure. I just set up shop here in this garage, so I have absolutely no idea where my glue is, so I'm going to be using my nail gun. If you need any help with this stage of it, please make sure to stop here, email me, and then I can help you with knowing what you have in your garage, what you and your parents have in your garage. I can help you out with this. So because I like precision, I'm not just going to kind of drop this wherever. On both of my big pieces, I have marked out 1 inch from the inside corner, okay, 1 inch there, so that I know where my little mountain is going to be sat. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that that bottom there is really nice and flush. Hold it firm, making sure it's flush. I'm going to sink. Now, you'll notice that those they make some marks, but we can always fill that in, and when we get staining, it'll actually just go away. Okay, I'm making sure again that this bottom is flush, then I'm right at that mark, holding it firmly. All right, our assembly is done. So when we get to the finishing stage, you don't necessarily have to use stain. So stain you might not have any stain in your garage. Grab some paints, grab some pencil crayons, grab some crayons. Whatever you want to be coloring your mountains is completely fine. If you are using stain, make sure to be getting the sediment off of the bottom and mixed in. Remember that if we are to leave this sit for a week or two and then open the can and then go to use it, you're not actually going to get a very nice color, because all that oil and everything is the color is going to be separated, and that color is going to be sitting down at the bottom. So you're actually going to get a really gross kind of watery color. Okay. So remember, do not shake your can. You just want to be rounding it. For the next part, we're going to be finishing them. So we want to be coloring the mountains the color that we want them. I'm going to be using the Minwax Early American. It's one of my favorite stains. You can get this at any Home Hardware, any Westrums, anything like that. They have it. Please don't be shaking your stain. You want to just kind of turn it. So if you do not have stain, you could also use paint. You could also use color, crayons, pencil crayons, whatever that is. You can use anything that you want at this stage of the game.
Seeing monsters at your window. No, you can't sleep. You pretend though you don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
After you are using stain, your stain rags are very dangerous, and they can actually combust if we leave them laying around. So just a quick tip for you, put your stain rags inside your glove, fold your glove inside out, and then all of the mess is actually contained to your glove. Then take the other hand, put that in there, and then inside out on that one too. Now you have the entire mess of your staining contained right like this. Please make sure that this gets out to your trisol or your garbage container tonight, not in your house or your garage in any containers.
When your nightmares turn to real life and the ground's filled up with landmines, we will face it standing side by